Hello fellow brawlers, I'm Kairos Time and it is time to brawl. We're going to go ahead and continue with this tier list that was created by the 19 pros that ranked every brawler on every single map, as well as included the best comps on every map with strategies and suggestions on how to play them on every single individual map. Today we're going to be covering gem grab. First up, we've got Bone Box, where the best brawlers to play in here are Ricochet, Poco, Colt, and Bull. And the worst are Dynamite, Barley, and Mortis. You probably just shouldn't play them. Now, my bounty video where I did kind of a similar thing right here, a lot of people wanted to know exactly what these percentages right here mean. Basically, these tiers that are right here are the most common response that the pros rated each of these brawlers for this map, and these percentages are what percent of pros agreed that that brawler was fit into that actual position. If you're going to be playing with randoms, honestly, what I would do is I would just pick the S tier brawlers for each individual map and not even try with the other ones, because it's just going to be too hard. You don't know what random teammates are going to be playing, and so you want to make sure you have a solid brawler that really allows you to kind of carry the team if that needs to happen. Like if they bring a Mortis into gem grab, which people are still doing. Why are people still doing that? Now, if you do have some good friends or a good band that wants to actively play and come up with actual team comps, then this part's for you right here. We've got the best team comp rated by the pros: Bull, Poco, and Ricochet. Obviously, we've got Poco going right into the center right here. He's going to be your gem carrier. That's kind of important. It's important for him to make sure that nobody is entering in through this main choke point right here. Now, Ricochet should definitely, when he first comes into this map, he should be firing off shots right here to try and make sure that enemy brawlers aren't sneaking their way into here and actually taking him out. Bull should actually do the opposite, where he should kind of come in right here and not fire off. Hopefully try and be a little bit cautious if there's like an enemy Ricochet or Brock or whatever firing off shots, that he's trying to avoid them and trying to get in as close as he can until he knows that it's safe for him to flank. As far as alternates go, we've got Colt instead of Bull, which definitely does work. Those two long-range brawlers going on either side works just great. And we also have Pam for Poco, works pretty well for this map. Jesse also could work out, but Poco and Pam are going to be a little bit more solid for this map. Up next, we have Crystal Cabin, where Poco, Spike, Jesse, Nita, and Ricochet all ranked in the S tier, meaning that they're excellent regardless of team composition. And then Dynamite, Barley, and Mortis are not very good for this map right here. Now, the number one comp rated by the pros for this map is Nita, Poco, and Spike. You probably could have guessed it. This combo is so strong for this map. It's absolutely fantastic. Now, we got Poco going into the middle, basically trying to use these blocks right here or these blocks right here as cover, depending on how far you're able to push forward. And then we got Nita on one side and then Spike on another side. To be completely honest, it doesn't actually matter which side Spike and Nita are on, as long as they're focusing on countering enemy players. That being said, if you do have one of these alternates like Ricochet definitely thrives off of this function right here, and so he does want to make sure that he's focusing on going onto that left side of the field. Another really good replacement here is Jesse for Poco. Up next is Deep Hollows, where the best brawlers for this map are going to be Poco, Spike, Nita, and Ricochet, and the worst are Mortis once again and Piper. Seriously guys, why does anybody play Mortis on gem grab? He's just not good anymore. He used to be good. You're killing my trophies. Now, the best comp right here are going to be Dynamite over on the left, kind of using this wall as some protection right here, and then being able to kind of control this whole section right here. Really great position for Dynamite. If he does face an enemy counter, like another thrower that comes up right here, then it is good for Dynamite to come over to behind this wall, because throwers are really important to counter other throwers. Then we got Poco that goes right into the middle, just basically trying to avoid getting shot at while pushing enemy brawlers back, and then also supporting side brawlers with heals. Then we got Spike right here. This is such a good position for Spike to be in, okay? Because he can come right here and he has complete access to throw those spike balls right in here, and that just does such a good job at denying brawlers a lot of area of control right here. If you are facing an enemy thrower, it's really great for Dynamite to be able to get rid of this block right here. If he's able to do that and also get rid of this one, even if possible, then that's going to put the enemy thrower at a huge disadvantage and kind of give your team full access to be able to push him back without any barricades to block your shots. For more alts that you can play, you can absolutely definitely try playing Barley over on this side right here. I think that Barley is a little bit less effective than Dynamite right now. He kind of feels pretty OP at the moment. And then you can also do Pam instead of Poco, and then also Nita instead of Spike. Up next, we have Hard Rock Mine, and the strategies on Hard Rock Mine are fantastic. For the best brawlers, once again rated by the pros, we've got Poco, Ricochet, Spike, Jesse, and Nita. Then we got Dynamite, Mortis, and Barley. Are you guys catching this theme of Mortis being bad in gem grab yet? Like, are you catching that? Because I know one of you guys is going to comment below and they're gonna say, Hey, Kairos, Mortis is actually really good for this map. I would like to see you try. For this map, the best comp is going to be Bull over on the left, basically trying to make it into these bushes right here. If he's able to make it into these bushes, then he has full range right here where he's able to not only dodge shots by coming back here and hiding here and whatever he needs to do to kind of dodge, but also just keep people back. This gives him so much control over the map. It's important as Bull to try and not come all the way over here, because if he does that, it makes it really easy for enemy brawlers to come in right here and kind of pinch him off. Poco comes into the middle, focuses on dodging, being aware of which sides really need help, and then if any sides have fallen, that he's going to be able to be aware of where those enemy brawlers are going to be coming in so that he's able to stay alive. If he needs to fall back, then he needs to fall back, and that's completely fine. Then over on the right side, we do have Ricochet. Ricochet does a fantastic job at keeping out enemy tanks right here. Not only does he have this the ability to basically clear this whole section right here, but he can also add support by shooting off right into this section right here. As far as alternates are concerned, you can definitely play with Nita over on the left side. You can play with Jessie in the middle, and then also Pam works pretty well as well. And then you can definitely play Spike over on the right side. Spike is actually really fantastic. It's just like Ricochet. He helps to keep those tanks pushed back and adds a ton of support right here, being able to throw these shots off right here and right here. Up next is Mushroom Cave, where the pros voted for Poco, Jessie, and Spike as the S tier brawlers, the best tier brawlers for this map. And then once again, Mortis down in the F tier. Don't do it, guys. Don't do it. Just don't do it. While I will say that there is quite a bit of variability on this map, the pros almost all agreed that there was one comp that really is overpowered for this map. We've got Nita going up over onto the left here, and then we got Jessie in the center, and then we also have Spike over on the right side. Now Jessie is really fantastic right here because she's able to place her turret right here if the enemy team is kind of short range brawlers. If they're short range brawlers, a turret right here is just going to apply so much pressure to them, make it really difficult for them. If they are a long range brawler comp, then you can put it right here, and that makes it a little bit more difficult for them to get to that point where they can take out that turret without getting too close. Nita does a really good job at being able to apply pressure, kind of shooting off her shots right here and keeping players pushed back. And then Spike does an amazing job at pushing brawlers back right here. With a combination of Nita and Spike pushing enemy brawlers right here, you've got them all bunched up, which just makes it for a fantastic opportunity for you to clear them out. There's a lot of comp variability right here. The idea behind this is to replace one of these main three brawlers with either Terra, Poco, or Ricochet. Even beyond that, if you want to play Bull on the left, you can do so. You can play Pam in the center, and then you can also play Dynamite on the right side, with Dynamite being over right here and right here, using these walls to kind of push enemy players back. Next, we got Sapphire Plains. This is the first time I'm actually talking about Sapphire Plains, and boy, is this map a ton of fun. I absolutely love this map. The best brawlers in here, obviously 100% rating as S tier, is Bo. Then we also have Bull, Ricochet, Shelly, and Daryl also in the S tier category. In the F tier category, we've got Dynamite, Barley, and Mortis. As far as the best team comp for this map, it was very obvious what was the best. You've got Bull on the left, you've got Bo in the middle, and then you got Ricochet over on the right. Bull does a really good job right here because he does a really good job of being able to use this wall and then this wall as kind of a way to be able to avoid shots and then come out and blast people in the face. Bo, I really shouldn't have to explain why Bo does such a great job. He's really fantastic in the center with his max star power because he's able to add that additional sight right here, which is going to add a lot of protective value to your teammates. And then also the fact that he can use his mines right here and all the way around right here means that he's going to be able to use those choke points really well to kind of keep people back and also give you a warning sign if the enemy brawlers are going to be coming over onto your side. Then we have Ricochet right here, who does a great job at using these walls right here and right here and here, all of those walls, to make sure that basically nobody can make their way in here. Now there is one comp that does work that the pros suggested other than this, and it is to replace Ricochet with Shelly. Now if you absolutely do not have a max bow to play with, the other suggestions that you can do are to switch him out with a crow, or you can do double tank with Ricochet. This is a little bit trickier to pull off, but without a max bow, it definitely is one of the better options. Lastly, we've got Temple Catacombs, where the best brawlers for this map are Ricochet, Poco, Jessie, Spike, and Nita. Then you got Dynamite, Mortis, and Barley in the F tier. For the best team comp, we've got Spike over on the left right here. Not necessarily because Spike does a really amazing job right here. He is able to use his super to try and like trap people right here, and that works pretty well. But really the key is that Ricochet does such a great job right here, bouncing these shots off right here, and then this wall right here is what makes Ricochet so great over on that right side. Jessie's a really good option over on this side. She can place her turret right here if the enemy team has long range brawlers, and then maybe down here if they have short range brawlers. Just kind of depends on what you're facing. For this map, I have one really important key strategy that you want to make sure that you pay attention to, and that is don't die. Wait, oh, was I supposed to be dying on other maps? No, you weren't supposed to be dying on other maps, but this map really is critical that you do not die, and the reason why is because it is super easy to get spawn trapped back here. If one of you guys gets taken out, it's easy for the other team to kind of take the other teammates out or push you guys back into here, and once you're stuck here, if they've got a Ricochet and a Spike, it's going to be almost impossible for you to get out here and actually be able to grab the gems. For other team comps that work really well, we've got Tara instead of Spike, we've got Pam instead of Jessie, and then Poco also works for the mid as well, and then we got Nito over on the right side. That's going to wrap it up for this tier list for gem grab. Make sure you check out my bounty video that I've already done, and subscribe for more content because I'm going to be doing this for Heist and Brawl Ball as well. Before we wrap this up, I wanted to give a huge thank you to the pro players that took the time to rate every single brawler, as well as include the best comps and strategies for every single map in Brawl Stars. It took them a ton of time, and I'm super thankful to them, so make sure you guys check them out. We got Crying Man, Neo Smith, Eric EX, Leviathan, Lester Mo, Coach Cori, Real Canadian, Sigurd H.S, Dave, The Secret, KT Bunny, Morton, Alek, Jeff, Lance, It's the You Day, BotAccount, and Pierre. A few of them have YouTube channels that you'll want to check out, and a few of them also have Twitter accounts that you'll want to follow as well, so make sure you do that in the description below. Hope you enjoyed the video. For now, this is Karostime ticking by, and we will see you in the arena.